Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. Of course, just as I get ready to record, it is dark, but we'll get there with the light in a little bit. So I cleaned up the inputs to the mall, given our new kind of design idea of just using the lifts as the marker points instead of having the splitters here. So what I decided to do was use some stackables here as the kind of termination from the belt from the mall to the position here. Actually, these aren't exactly where I want them to be. Let's try that again. I think it needs to be here for the first one, and then the next ones will be kind of wherever they need. Actually, you know what? I like them on the seam, so I'm gonna leave it there. What I'll do instead is just take this up like that, and then it'll just connect to the stackable just like that. I think that'll work out okay. And then this one will end up being just a short belt with, let's see, this should go here, and then like that. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. So, given all that, I also did a little bit of planning. And I planned out, to some extent, where I want which item from the bus to come into the mall. And because we've moved over a little bit more, now the line for the copper wire rather, is actually right in line with this stackable for the bottom row. So I'm going to bring that one in now into this row, along with the aforementioned package fuel and quick wire off of bus D, since they're coming from this direction. And then also the wire, the rubber, the plastic, the copper sheets, and cable, which is this one. Those are the ones that are going to come into. I'm going to move all clads over to another bus because of the wire being positioned perfectly here. So those are the 7 that are going to come into this line here. And so what I want to do is, given the height of the items coming across, Sorry, I had to clear my throat, so I muted this time instead of clearing my throat into your guys' ears. So we have the package fuel and quick wire, which are on 6 and 7. And then we have copper sheets. Starting with cable on 8, copper sheets on 10, and then plastic and rubber on 11 and 12, and then wire on 13. Is kind of a perfect group here. So I'm going to put in some more stackables here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that was the highest one. Yeah, the wire. So what I want to do is take this splitter right here, actually replace it with a smart splitter, so that I can make the priority inputs. Is that lined up correctly, since I didn't get a mark? Yes, it is. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then that'll be 13. Means this needs to come out, and that needs to come out, and then we do the smart splitter on 13. Okay, right there. And I want to climb up there, though, to do this. But I actually want to do this kind of with everything here, and that is to redesign the splitters to only send to the mall, and that is from the last splitter before the mall, wherever that is for each item. Only send to the mall what is overflow. So let's climb this pole here. I wish there was an easier way to get up here to access these. Like, where's my other hand at? Oh, it's holding the coffee cup. That makes sense. And actually, I should probably do... So let's see. The left output needs to be any undefined. And the center output needs to be the overflow in this situation. So maybe I should actually bring in the rest of these splitters, or should I have just done a stack of smart splitters here? I probably should have. Let me just do the fast way down. Like that break to fall at the end kind of thing. Well, or should I? No, I should think about this some. So the rubber's coming from that way. That definitely could be a smart splitter right here. This is plastic, same thing. This is copper sheets, same thing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 7th one was cable, which is actually coming from here. So, yes. So the short answer was that yes, I could do exactly what I just said. I just need to point them from this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm out of something. Rotors. Okay, we can take out a bunch of these, though. 11, and then this one is rubber, which also needs to be a smart splitter. So then I can break all of those lines. Not this one, not that one. Those 3 lines can get broken. So that's 4 items, and then we have the cable coming from here. This one needs to be replaced with a smart splitter. I'm going to do the stack, actually, with the regular splitters. And then, let's see, this needs to go here. And then just do the last one, because the smart splitters are very expensive. Take this out. Take that out. And I think the bus is pretty much stopped right now. At least for the most part. And this is a Mark II. Oh, did I make the wrong lift here? What was I lifting? Yes, I did. I so did the wrong lift and belt. Okay, that's a Mark III. That becomes that. And then up here becomes the Mark III belt. Okay. So I need to do a Mark II lift here. Just like that. And then a Mark II belt right there. Okay, so that's hooked back up, and I just need to get up there to get at that, that smart splitter. Should be enough, I think. Okay, so for this one, it needs to be anything undefined to the left. The center is none, and the right is overflow. And then those, I think I'll just build a stackable pole here to get at them. Is that in a good spot? Probably not. That's actually probably not even good either. Go there. I don't want to go through the belt. Oh, I need more. And for all of these... Oh no, I guess we're still making stuff. For all of these guys, they need to be center output any, and then right overflow. And that's for all... Oops, sorry. Center any, right overflow. Nope, center any. Really? Oh, that one I already configured. That's the wire. That's good. Okay. So that way they bring in and they send out everything they can along the bus, and then only when the bus is overflowing do they put stuff in the mall. It's kind of funny when I initially conceived of this whole thing, I didn't really plan for this. And now that I'm here, the smart splitters have the ability to do what I want them to do. I guess that's good about being nearly, well, 80-something episodes into a series, is sometimes the series meets up with you. Okay, so that should be a straight across belt, I hope. Yes, it is. And so I want to make sure that I'm getting the items here at the right quantities for what I intend to bring into the mall. Rubber is really 60.18, but I'm not going to worry about that 0.18. That's just kind of rounding there. Plastic is the next one, I think. Yes. So most of these are going to be Mark 1 belts. Copper sheets. Yeah. There's just a few that are actually Mark 2s. Okay, so that is 13, 12, 11, and 10. Coming off of bus C. And then we also need 8, which is over here. So I need to bring in a regular splitter pile. And I guess I could have left that one behind. Where are you at? You are right here. Coming from that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the cable is 90. So this is one of those exceptions that I have a lot of cable coming this way, which is probably going to be a bit of a problem later. But like too much cable, but it's only one cable manufacturer, so that's why it is the way that it is. And then this one goes to 8. That was 10, 9, 8. And then we need to have bus D right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Take out 5 below. And then this is another one of those exceptions. This is one manufacturer or one constructor, so it's going to end up being 90 while everything else isn't. But that's okay. So those go in there like that. And I don't want to hook them up to all the boxes just yet, but kind of conceptually, I can take the quick wire, or no, the fuel here, and bring it down and into there, and then extend, or actually I'll probably end up bringing this up like this. So I want to make sure I'm at the right spot here. Bringing this up like this to belt number 6, which I think is right there. Like that. And then putting this short belt in here. This is backwards, of course. And then hooking those all up at the end. Because I want to... once I start hooking these up to the mall and these boxes start filling up, I'm going to have a mess on my hands. I'm going to probably have a power issue because it's going to start drawing everything in. So I think I want to be ready to start working on the nuclear plant before I hook up the rest of everything into the bus. Okay, so that's mall line D, which would be the bottom boxes for this entire row. And then the next ones are line C, which I'm going to pull mostly from bus A. And that's just because of this alignment here. And the problem that I'm going to encounter is that I'm going to have a heck of a time getting everything through here. And to the point where I might end up having to bring some items in at different, like, kind of in between here a little bit, and then getting them into here. So from bus A, we're going to bring in a bunch of items down. Concrete pipe beams, reinforced beams, reinforced plates rather, encased beams, frames and heavy frames, and actually that's it. Then the last two are actually on bus B. So the frames and heavy frames are on B, 5, and 6, and then the other ones are A, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So the thought could be to bring... well, let's see. They definitely need to come down below here, which is cable, which is 8. So, and then we also need to watch out for fabric, which is on 5. So we could wend two belts in between 5 and 8, and then the rest of them actually have to come below here, or come in over here and then get shifted over. Or even potentially in over here and get shifted over. So let's try and figure this part out. So first of all, B, 6, and 7 might be best to come in over here and then shift over later. So if I mark this, I want to also watch out for this belt above my head here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That could be from bus B, and those are going to come a long way because they haven't been used in this end of the bus. And then for A, we could bring a couple of them over. We could bring a couple of them over if we brought them down to 3 and 4. And for this, I'm not going to worry about tucking things through on but well, maybe I should worry about 4 because that's where the hypertube's going to go. Which is going to be on bus D. So that I need to worry about. But otherwise, we have the direct insert line, which is right here. So let's mark that right there. And then we could even bring in some items potentially over here and fish them back over. Let's see. So if we bring in, we have 5 and then 6, 7, 8, and 3. I could also put this here. Okay, so if I bring down, I'm going to have 1 item too many. That's unfortunate. Because I want 7 items in here. If I bring 1 across on 3, and then 1 across on 6 and 7, and then another 1 across on 3, another 1 on 6 and 7, I'm going to have 1 too many. And I need 1 more. So that means one of them's going to have to get fished over from over here. Okay, so let's see here. The other option is... No, none of them are that high. I was going to say, the other option is going over top, but none of them are high enough. So that's not going to work. So this should work fine. This should work out. All right, so I want to bring something from A to 3, and something from A to 3, and then 4, 5, and then 6 and 7. And then 1 more item will have to come in from over here someplace on 3. Like that. Okay, that'll work. So, B... Where are we going from B? B, 5, and 6 can stay on 5 and 6. No, they need to go up to 6 and 7. Well, what if I bring A up to 7? Up to B, 5, and 6. Yeah, bring A up to 7. And then bring B5, which is frames, down to 3, and then leave heavy frames on 6. That'll work. Okay, so let's bring the belts down for frames and heavy frames. We need to be careful of where they are and what splitters we use. So we need to replace this splitter here, which is the frames splitter, with a smart splitter, because the items that are going this way are all overflow. And then the heavy frames are here. And this splitter needs to also be a smart splitter. Okay, so let's replace these. Waiting for the autosave there. Then this will be 5. Goes there. These come out. What's going on here with the frames? They're not used beyond this point, so I really could take this out as well. I don't think that connected. That was a Mark 1, I think. Yeah. Let's see. This is a Mark 1 lift to there. And the heavy frames are only... Oh, they're only going to the mall. So that didn't actually need to be a smart splitter. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah, so this didn't need to be a smart splitter, but I'm not going to rip and replace it now, and I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's take that out and go here. They're on 6. Which is there. This one really needs to be a smart splitter here, though. Take this out, that out, that out. This goes here. And a smart splitter goes here. Okay. And then that was a Mark 1 belt, I assume. Yep. Goes this way. This one can come this way. We don't have a stackable high enough. And then this one goes this way. And then we need the lift coming in here. Okay, we climb up here. Jump too hard. Oh, I jumped too hard. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so left output is any, and then right output is overflow. And that'll send whatever it can that way, and then overflow this way. Why is that? Okay, those were in the buffer, presumably. Okay, and then we need to have another stackable pole right here. And then this guy. Why are there no items on that? Why? Alright. Oh, I guess I could have left it up. I cleared it, thinking that I was going to have to climb back up, and I didn't. Oh, I have to specify the right output. Okay, the right output is overflow. Sure. There they go. Okay. Smart Splitter 101. You have to specify the outputs. Okay, and then frames go... No, that's it. Frames split down here. There we go. Okay, so that's the two items on bus B. They're both Mark 1 belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then 5. And now, to be clear, there are more items up there, but they're going to go into one of the other malls. So that's why I'm not dealing with them just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then 5 needs to come down to 3. But then 6 can go straight in. Now, if I did this a little bit smartly, I could actually do without a splitter here. And I think I need it to be here for that. If I took 6 straight into... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Did I not position this in the right spot? It looks like it's going downward. Oh, because I was pointing it at the wrong stackable. There we go. And then I should be able to take 3 and go like this. Oh, and it's backwards. Because of course it is. Okay. That I can fix by taking out this entire thing. Putting in a fake lift here. And then a real lift here with the right arrow direction. And then taking that lift back out again. Alright. Well, that's 2 more items. Why does that not look right? Because it's not right. Take out that. It's not right. This needs to be over 1 more. How foolish. Okay. That's why it looked weird first time as well. And now we need our fake lift again. 1, 2, 3. Oops, wrong side. Over this side. There you go. And then our real lift here. And then our real belt there. Okay. Then those just need to come over to... Whoa! Okay, Wally. You apparently can't count either. There we go. And then these just need to come over here and then get turned into wherever they need to go. And then bus A, we're going to have items here coming on to 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And that's all for bus A. That's all the mall stuff. Yeah. So we have beams and pipes here. Those are 8 and 9. We also have concrete, which is down a bit lower. But these two both need to get changed into be smart splitters. Right there. We'll build right through that. This is a Mark III and a Mark I. Be able to tell that from the lifts as well. And then we have a Mark III and a Mark I. Where's that going? Oh, that's going into the Nobelisks. Okay, and then those are both Mark I's over there, of course. Mark III. Mark I. Correct spot, please, Wally. The correct spot. Now, what looks correct? That looks correct. 1. And I want to climb up there. Let's do it this way. Let's do the belt lock method instead of the custom built method. Maybe. Oh no! And then I hammer a bunch of keys on my keyboard and pull up a bunch of screens. Guess I should have just built the custom build thing. There we go. Okay, so the problem is going to be how do I get to the other one? But we'll figure that out when we get there. Let's see. Nope, this is E. Left is any. And then right is overflow. And can I see the one below it? All onto the belt. There we go. Left is any. Right is overflow. Okay. Not long enough to die. That's good. And then we have a Mark I coming from... Why did I hook that up like that? Oh, because I had a stackable there that I templated off of. And then a Mark III here. All right. So those were... What numbers again? 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Thank you, autosave. Goes there. Goes there. I'm out of plates. I just happen to be standing right here where the plates are made. By the way, the mall for the plates will probably get all the way hooked up immediately once I get there. The problem is the plates are going to go into the next bank of the lower left bank of slots, so I don't have those yet. But I'm going to hook it up all the way in. Okay, so the concrete, I think, makes the most sense to bring down to level 3. One of these also needs to go into, or onto, a stackable here, I think. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, needs to go here. And since... Well... 8 really can't, because it needs to go down to 7. Then I guess 9 can come over and come down to 7. So let's put this here. Nope. This goes here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to go through that belt. That's not going to work. This is going to have to be a splitter here. I think. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do a splitter, fake splitter here. And then a real splitter, or real lift, not splitter. Jeez, oh Pete's. There. Oh, that might work. That will work. Okay, you go away. And then you go there. And you go there. No, you don't go there. And you go into there. That brings this one down to 7. So we have 3, 5. No. 3, 6, and 7 there, which is what I intended to have. 3, 6, and 7 here. And then we'll have 3 there. So 8 needs to come over, and we'll bring it down to 5. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that one down. And then we go up from here. That's 7. It's in the right spot. It's not even in the right spot. And then this one can go. That's 7 and 8. This one can go right into there. Okay, this comes out. And then we bring concrete down. Which is here. Oh, that's going to be nice. So that's a Mark III coming in. That's a Mark I, of course. That's a Mark II. Let's take out 3, 2, 1. Take out this splitter here. This goes in like that. I need to climb up there. I probably will do a stackable pole to get there. And then Mark III into there. All right, so left is any, and then right is overflow, because it goes nowhere but the mall. And let me check that concrete quantity. It's actually 65 coming to the mall. I think I will go ahead and upgrade that to a Mark II belt here. Just to be... because that's a bit more, and I don't want things to back up. Well, it's not going to back up. You know what? Forget it. Let's make it a Mark I. It's not going to back up. Or it's going to back up, but it's not going to cause a problem by backing up. So I'm okay with it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I want to handle this one? Because I've got myself tied in a little bit of a knot here, I think. Because this goes... This needs to come down here. Ah, I have an idea. What if I did this? Like this. And then did a lift here. Nope, that goes right through that belt. Shoot. I may just have to change this one out to not be here, to be a splitter up there, and then be come down on its own separately. Yeah, I think so. Means that that's gonna have to get replaced. Oh, not smart splitters. Goofball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take that out. I'm got a lot of junk in my inventory that's going to go into those mall boxes. Okay, that goes there. And then I can go, let's see, a fake lift here on 3. And then the real one can go here. It's 5, 6. There. Fake lift, go bye-bye. And then this can be a real lift coming down to 5. Which is right there. I'll have to decide how much of these stackables I keep. That one's definitely not being kept. It's not being used. Alright, so I think that puts us in a good spot for kind of aiming at them all. We have one more item to bring down, which is the encased... Wait a minute. I was planning on doing that with the belt on 6. I want to come up with something different for the next thing. We have 2 to bring down still. Or... Well, I think I'm going to give this a little bit more thought. We'll bring the other 2 items down in the next episode, because I need to figure out how to wend as much of these items into the... I want to bring as little down on that side as possible because of this. And there's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Well, we could bring something on 3 and 5. So maybe the last 2 items come down here all the way. That would be the reinforced iron plates and the encased industrial beams. And they come down on 3 and 5. They go over there, and then they come back and tuck under. The problem with that is, with tucking all those items under, is that we end up with... Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. So I want to try and get one more of those items in here. And maybe that just means that the next lift has to be, like, over here somewhere, positionally. I mean, it's not going to come down this far, but it has to be, like, here, and we just do a stackable here, which is a good thing we have this gap. Thank you, Video Game Geek, for suggesting the... No, that's not the gap. That's B. That's fine, then. But anyway, bring it over so it's kind of in line with this one, maybe, with these guys here, straight in B, and bring that item across, down, and then across with the others. But we'll take a look at that in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.